Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I like to cruise around YouTube myself and see what other people are saying about Meghan and Harry. And I've seen some reports in quite a few of the smaller publications regarding their possible upcoming divorce. And I found this rather interesting channel, a commentary channel like myself, who has basically said that they believe that Harry is going to have a breakdown, essentially, upon divorcing Meghan Markle, and that she is going to file some divorce papers any day now. Allegedly, there have been allegations made that Harry and Meghan have been fighting like cats and dogs out in Santa Barbara, especially over this impending upcoming court case and over their ailing money-making brand. Apparently it's not going as well as what we once thought it was, and apparently they have also lost their Netflix contract. I don't know what to believe anymore because it changes like the weather with these two, the British weather, if I may add. This content creator has basically said, if Harry and Meghan were honest and transparent in what they are doing and what they say, they wouldn't be reviled as they are these days. People want the truth, and she has played with that since she became Harry's fiancée, and even before that too. Meghan has systematically lied about her intentions and feelings towards being a royal, wanting to live in Canada, and her relationship with her father, which is true. I can substantiate that. It's been very much a cloak and dagger situation. We just do not know what is coming at us next from this pair. They can't really seem to make up their minds, especially Meghan. And this whole court case, for me personally, is extremely confusing because, of course, she had her 5 friends who are allegedly 5 young mothers who she was more than happy to share this letter with. Yet she is against her father having shared a snippet of the letter with People magazine, I believe it was, even though she sent him a letter. I don't understand what time they feel they live in. I mean, this is the modern day and age. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have Messenger, we have WhatsApp, we have Kick Messenger. Why couldn't she just pick up the phone or even buy a phone and send it to her dad and call him on that phone and have this conversation with him in private? At least if her line would have been bugged, we would have had a chance to believe it. But she didn't do that because she didn't want to do that, because she wanted it to really be a media circus. And this is why no one can really keep up with this deceptive persona that Megsy seems to carry and possess. So I can understand why all of these lies have suddenly built up to a head, and now they are possibly facing a pending divorce, which wouldn't surprise me because, let's face it, this couple is always shocking. They are always going straight to the top of the headlines with their hot mess. So this content creator carries on to say, these lies have affected how most of us view this ex-royal couple. Had Meghan been honest about the fact that she just wanted to have a title and then move back to America, the Queen and Prince Harry would have known better how to proceed. It seems as though her lies may have caught up with her, and it is driving Harry to want a divorce. Well, you see, I think this is a double-edged sword. I think that Meghan wants to divorce Harry. I think she definitely does. Now, apparently, as I said, the Netflix contract is no longer on the table. Money is drying up and it's running out pretty fast. Harry and Meghan have spent a lot of money in a very short period of time. Her baby shower was £1 million or plus £1 million. The wedding was £44 million. Then she has that plus £1.2 million royal wardrobe that Harry was funding and Charles was funding, the good old bank of dad. And I think that, yeah, I don't know. I think Harry is still very much in love with Meghan. But I don't think that Meghan, this is just my personal opinion and viewpoint, was ever really in love with Harry. So it continues on here. He said, this content creator, if she had also been open about her struggles of having to walk behind Catherine, instead of leaking terrible stories about her in the press and making up sinister lies about her in the Finding Freedom narrative, she wouldn't be facing the trouble that she has today. Which I agree. He continues on to say, people would have tried to understand, or the Queen would have been able to explain to Meghan that she would never make a good royal wife for Prince Harry. Meghan has also lied multiple times about her involvement in writing her letter to her dad, changing her story multiple times about who read it and who leaked it to the media. She has also told untruths about what her kiss-off letter to her dad was meant to mean. Insiders have said lying is as natural as breathing to the outcast Duchess. And that seems to be the case. Megsy seems to enjoy telling porkies. We know that it was effortless for them to lie to us about going to Canada, and Harry only really started this extreme lying streak when he got with Meghan. He went from saying, just call me Harry, to now using the Duke of Sussex title at every given opportunity out in the United States of America. So these lies are rolling off their tongues like water off a duck's back, and it's rather unhealthy and disturbing. So I'm going to continue on to finish what he said. Meghan has also lied multiple times about her involvement in writing her letter to her dad, changing her story multiple times. Who wants a perpetual liar as a family member, wife, daughter, friend or co-worker? Meghan could hide her lies when she was not as well known or famous. When she was a struggling actress in Suits, people didn't take too much notice of her private life because she didn't have as much of a profile. But now that she is married to Harry, every lie that she tells or attempts to tell is exposed, flaws and all. People have been watching her and listening too. Meghan may persist, but if she carries on after losing her lawsuit, possibly in London, she will be exposed and dependent on the goodwill of Charles to support them as the outcasts of the royal firm. I think that there is a bit of truth in that. They are already outcasts, so that's not even something that is up for discussion. They are definitely the black sheep by choice, and I have to emphasize by choice of the firm. Charles has been supporting them. I do believe that Charles is still supporting them, especially for their heavy, high security bill. He's definitely still supporting them in that respect. If she does lose her lawsuit in London, the one regarding her privacy case against the Mail on Sunday, it's going to be rather embarrassing. I'm not sure whether she's been granted a summary judgment. I still believe there's in talks for that. And I just personally feel as though Meghan has really dug herself a deep hole. But I think that Meghan Markle has done all of this by design. I think that she has made this marriage extremely toxic and extremely difficult from the beginning to the end, because she was always planning to leave. Meghan may even have some kind of billionaire lined up or in succession from Harry, and she just needed to ensure her keep and ensure that she had some kind of wealth in order to monkey branch into this new billion-dollar marriage that she has lined up. But you know, this is just speculative. One thing I do know is that it's a whole mess. So I'm going to continue on here just to finish it off. People have been watching her and listening too. Meghan may persist, but if she carries on after losing her lawsuit in London, I read that. In light of this, a divorce is inevitable, and ultimately it will be her that files, and Harry will be dependent on her for everything. Apparently Charles will pay dearly to get Harry out of this big mess. My one thought is, I don't think Harry is mentally capable of dealing with the emotional trauma of it all. This will probably be the most public divorce of the world, and if we all thought Markle couldn't sink any lower than lying on the world centre stage, what will come out of her mouth will be worthy of an Oscar performance. It will be a circus, and Charles may have to pay her to keep quiet. So that's where I'm going to stop with this. Now, the video did go on a little bit more, and I will link it down below. I will attempt to remember to link it down below. And I think that there's a lot of truths. I do think that this is an extremely unstable relationship. And I think we've all foreseen that for quite some time. It's not a normal loving relationship. A couple, a happily newlywed couple, just does not get involved in such mess and drama within 3 years of their new relationship. This is meant to be the honeymoon phase, and they barely even had a kind of honeymoon. I don't even think they had a honeymoon, did they? So it's just been pure drama and negativity and toxic waste spewing out from their corner, especially towards me as a British taxpayer. So Meghan and Harry are on the verge of some kind of divorce due to Meghan's insurmountable lies. Tell me what you think, guys. This is just my thoughts and feelings. I will be back for another video. Bye, guys.